Okay, so today I'm not going to do a pendulum reading. I'm just going to talk to you and tell you about some stuff that's been happening because some really cool things have been happening. So, I told you about my group with Cindy on the Patreon, Lady of the Forest 444. And she's told me several times, if you belong to the soul family, then she gives you a reading every month. And she's told me several times that I'm going to be able to manipulate time. And so I started in January. Ever since she told me that, I don't know if it was January or February, I have been practicing quantum jumping and all these meditations and talking to the angels and doing my tarot cards and just the whole thing, like amping up my psychic abilities as much as I could, and kind of concentrating on the time thing because I think that's really cool. So in the last month, maybe 2 months, I have jumped timelines 3 times. The first 2 times I jumped into a parallel timeline, and what I noticed was, one thing, Richard Simmons dying. When he died like 10 years ago, and that was the first time I jumped, and then a couple other things in my house that were different, and then the second time I jumped, there were different things that happened. I remember what it was. I had given my grandson a bowl of chili soup that I had made, and I wanted him to just sit down on the living room floor and eat it. And he instead spilt it all over the floor. And you know how chili stains. And so my rug was basically ruined. And I scrubbed it, but I couldn't get it out. It still had a red stain on it. And I was frankly thinking about throwing the rug away because, it was right in the middle of the rug. It was just not a place that you can hide it. And so I went to bed that night thinking, you know what, tomorrow I'm just going to throw the rug away. I'm not going to worry about it. It's only a rug. I can pick another rug up. And that night I did a tarot reading, and I noticed that on the tarot card, and the box has it too. I don't have it right here, but I can show you at the end. She's looking up at the moon, and she has her arms like this, and she has stars coming out of her sleeves. And I've been told on three, people have told me that in past lives I was a magician. I was a mage, and then 2 other times I was told I had magical powers. So, the whole thing with Cindy telling me that I could manipulate time kind of seems like a magical power to me. So, I went to bed thinking about the lady on the box with the tarot card with the stars coming out of her sleeve. And I did a meditation and I went to sleep. And then when I woke up the next day, the stain is gone off my carpet. Let me show you. Let me move this. The stain is gone off my carpet. See the carpet? No big orange stain in the middle of the carpet. It just isn't there. Anyways, sorry about that. Hope I didn't make you sick. So the stain's gone, right? But I didn't realize that first. First thing I realized was, where's my dog? And I have 3 cats. I have Betty Boo, who's a calico. I have Snookums, who's a Maine Coon cat. He's very fluffy, but I had to shave him. Really bad shave job too. And I have a black, sleek, short-haired cat. I did know the name of him because you know the names of the dogs, like pit bulls and schnauzers and stuff, but cats also have names too, and I can't think of what I think he's a Korat. Korat, I think is what the name of Hay is. Anyways, he's just short, black, skinny black cat. Anyways, he is a love bug. I mean, he is just, you pick him up like a baby. He snuggles into you and he purrs. He sleeps right here in the crest of my belly every night. That's where he is. I woke up, he was gone. I was like, what? Where's Jack? Then I went downstairs. No Jack. I looked in the bedroom. That my husband and I don't sleep together because he has restless leg, and it's just a whole thing. But we can't sleep together. He needs a TV. I can't sleep with a TV. You know, it's just a whole thing. But I love my husband, so don't be putting anything into that. Because he is the best. Anyways, I went and looked in his room. Well, maybe he decided to sleep in my husband's room, because he does do that from time to time. And he wasn't there. He wasn't anywhere. I couldn't find him anywhere. And I couldn't find my dog. And then I couldn't find Betty Boo. And Betty Boo is, well, the vet told me she was mentally ill. She has these really weird problems. And she likes to lay on the landing of the stairs because she thinks that she's the queen. And I'm serious, she really does. And she will not let you go by. Well, I fully expected her to be on the landing of the stairs or the top of the stairs, somewhere around the stairs. That's where she is. She's got a little bed. She likes to be there. She does not like to cuddle. She does not like to be picked up. So, there's nobody there. So I go down the stairs. No Betty Boo. I'm like, where's Betty Boo? And so now I'm panicking because my dog's missing, my Jack's missing, and Betty Boo's missing. The only animal I have is Snooky. And I open the door. I'm going around, Jack, Molly, Betty Boo. You know, I'm hollering. I call my son, and I call my husband. I'm sorry. And I said, "Where's Jack? Where's Betty Boo? Where's Molly?" Well, they were all there this morning, he says to me. And now I'm in the living room, and I look down at the rug, and there's no stain. There's no stain. None. It's gone. So then I'm like, oh my God. What? And I started to think about the dream that I had. Or was it my meditation? I'm not really sure. Anyways, so I had this vision, dream, whatever. Let me find it. Okay, so I'm in space. And there's these ribbons, these strings, okay? And I am just so in love with God. I am just loving God. I'm so in love with God. So in love with God. And I'm just kind of immersed in that love of God. And I don't know if you've ever meditated and you went into that. I love, the love of God, and it cradles you, it wraps itself around you, and you just feel really wonderful. And then these really pretty colored strings come around. And with the strings came this joy, this euphoria kind of joy. And I just grabbed the strings because I was thinking about the woman with the stars coming out of her sleeves. So I grabbed the strings and I bent them like a boomerang. They were like a boomerang. And then I thought, wow, I wonder if this is what bending time is. So I grabbed a pink one and another different colored pink one and an orange one and another different kind of orange one and a yellow one and a gold one, and I put them like a ribbon, like that. And I thought, I wonder what would happen if I walked into them. And then I thought, well, I'd like to go back a day just to see if I can do it. Just see if I can do it. Right? So in my mind, I envisioned identical strings to the ones I just put together going the opposite way and walking out of them. So in the dream vision, because at this point it's kind of muddled in my mind, I walked into the strings, into the ribbon, and then I walked out with the mouth of the ribbon, the boomerang, going this way instead of this way, so that I could go backwards. And so now I'm standing there staring at this rug and going, where's the big red spot? Oh my God, I did it! Because all this is flashing back through my mind. And I'm like, oh my God, I went back a day, but the animals should still be here. Calm down, Mike said the animals are here. So I go open the back door. In comes Molly, in comes Jack. Betty Boo's still missing. So then okay, I've got two of the three animals. Calm down, you got two of the three animals. She's here. And so I run back up the stairs and I go into my bedroom, and behind my dresser, my son made this cat tree, but I didn't have anywhere to put it. And my dresser is cat corner, so there's space behind my dresser. So I thought, what the heck? Because she doesn't like anybody and she likes to have a little hidey hole. I'll give her that back behind my dresser and she can have a hidey hole. So I looked behind there and there she was. So she was here. So I was like really grateful. But then I sat down and I started crying because I thought, I haven't thought this through. I want to go back in time, or forward in time to where my gifts are the biggest and best that they are. But I want my husband and my sons and my grandchildren and my animals to be part of my life when I do finally get to that point where my gifts are as high as I've ever made them. I don't want to be there if they're not there, because they're all the love of my life. I do not want to have a life without them. So then I started thinking about that and I started crying. And then, of course, I picked up the pendulum and I asked Archangel Raphael, how did I do that? And he said, the love of God plus joy, and you can bend time. So the strings were the time. And then I started thinking about string theory and all that kind of stuff, because quantum jumping and string theory and sacred geometry, it all has to do with that kind of magic. And I'm trying to find the drawing I made. It's just a simple drawing of a stick figure walking. There it is. So see, there it is. And I walked in here and I came out here. So that's what I was talking about, the strings. And I know that's just really, really simple. But if anybody else has been trying to change timelines or parallel timeline or go into another timeline, that's how I did it. And I want to share that with you guys so that if there's any way that you can do it too, that I give you what I found out, and hopefully you can use it and you can change timelines. But remember, you have to be specific. I did ask Archangel Raphael about that, and he said you have to be specific in your intention, because you can change timelines where you change timelines and your family is not there, your animals are not there, and they're different people. So when you make the intention, I only want to change timelines with the family that I have and the animals that I have, because I consider my animals my family, then you won't change timelines into a timeline where you don't have them. So that's how you do that. You have to have the intention. So I hope that you're all having a beautiful Saturday. It's a gorgeous day outside here today. And I'm sending you a massive big love wave, because today has been a really, really good day. I got a couple healings. I got a healing from my friend Rich, and I got a healing from my friend Missy. And who knows, maybe I won't have cancer anymore and I won't have emphysema anymore. But I'll tell you one thing I don't have is my knees killing me, because that's gone. But I honestly do. I mean, doesn't my breathing sound better? I've been talking for 15 minutes and I'm not like, like I usually am. So I think it's working. So yeah, you guys all have a great day. Love to all. Bye-bye.